About that last video that I made, there was a couple parts of it where I got, lost in my train of thought. And what had happened was, I had taken my night medication a couple hours earlier than that, so I guess you could say I was a bit drowsy, but the video wasn't too bad, but my, rational thinking could have been a little bit better. The thing about my speech, it sounds like a little, that's something that I've always suffered since I was a kid. Especially when you got words that has the letter S in it. It was, one of the biggest issues I had in grade school. And even today, a grown adult, I still sometimes have that problem. Which makes it hard for me to speak publicly. It makes it hard for me to want to get up, in front of people and be able to speak, confidently. But, worrying about my speech and worrying about how my voice sounds in the microphone, that kind of gets to me a little bit. So I'm very conscientious about it, if that's the right word to use. Because my performance, if I'm going to speak in front of a live audience, that, I want to make this right. I want to make the, the presentation be believable, convincing, but they will always get my 100% effort. I've done, like I mentioned in my previous video that I use the computer for like 4 different reasons that gets me through the day. And one of those reasons I said was Bible study. Now, I've been asked to read Bible verses in front of congregations before. And, I am a shy type of person. And, but when I get up there and I start reading, and if I'm reading in front of like 200, 300 people, that can pluck a nerve a little bit. Sorry, I'm going back and forth between this and watching the NASCAR race. But I need to focus on one task at hand here. It would be nice to see what some of you out there, what kind of advice could you give me to be able to be a better speaker? I mean, yeah, sure, I'm talking to an audience who I don't know who would be seeing this video, but I guess it's different because I'm not, looking out and I see a bunch of eyeballs looking at me. So I think that's why it's probably more comfortable for me to make a video on YouTube, express myself, and say what I have to say, and then kind of go from there. So, what advice do you have, guys? I would like to hear your input. Help me become a better YouTuber. Help me be able to make more videos so that I can get on the platform. You see guys like Michael Green up to behind the camera. He nails everything, like literally down pat. But then again, he's probably not shy when it comes to public speaking as I am. I can't tell you that how many times that video that I made the other day about my scammer trolls, and also wondered if my parents were sovereign citizens. I was nervous as I was doing that too. It was nearly a 20-minute video. This one's not going to be that long. But I just wish I had the nerve and the courage to be able to express myself more publicly. Michael Green could do it. I watched Judge Cabrio caught in Providence. By far the best judge I've ever watched on TV. I like watching some of John Boyd's breakdown videos when people get ejected or win a home run or something, or score a touchdown like he's been doing football videos. That's lame. I think he did one today about umpire Joe West ejected Aaron Boone. Probably much to the relief of Brett Gardner, who likes to take his bat and hit up to the top of the dugout, which in my mind is childish. Doing that is not going to accomplish anything. And I think he's already been ejected twice because of that. So you're not really getting anywhere when you're acting like that. I do watch a lot of Zach Campbell video games. Got Minecraft on my mind. Videos about when he does the ballparks, and he's a ball hawker. Who does it well, you know. I seen the one where he was in Chicago, but it was too rainy for that one. Not sure if they ever got that game in that day or not. But he went to Milwaukee to attend another game, which featured another Chicago team, which happened to be the Chicago Cubs. I forget who the White Sox were playing that day. And he thought he was going to get shut out of getting a ball that day, but the home plate umpire gave it to him. Keep his streak outside of New York alive, which was cool. For him to have the luxury to go to baseball games and make a living, that to me is a pipe dream. That's something that only I could dream of doing. But he's more famous. There's no way I would be able to come up with the kind of money that he makes, where I'm getting paid to go make videos while attending Major League Baseball games. And he does it so well. And, you know, he's funny at times too. I know. Drinking wild cherry Pepsi again, like I did in the last video. But, you know, just the content that these YouTubers put out, it just makes me envious, you know. Like, I wish I could be like that guy. If Kid Behind the Camera were to ever, which I don't see happening, but if he were to ever help me get a platform, I could, you know, assure him that that his help, that, because he talks about how he gave a platform to Bridget Staff, how he gave a platform to who he now is called Tuna, and it kind of backfired on him. And then, so that would probably ruin it for people like me who could reach out to him and say, hey, you know, I would like to get some advice from you. But, like I said, that can only be that's a dream. But it would make my day if he got in touch with me and said, you know, hey, this is what you gotta do, and then, he would have my word that I wouldn't be the type like Doug and Tuna, you know, who basically used him for that platform. And then if I'm ever able to excel because of his help, then I would try to pass it on forward. You know, that maybe teach the next guy in line. But I do want to say this about Mike and Bridget. Congratulations to you. You know, you're not too far away from becoming parents. And I think you two are going to make awesome parents. Maybe your daughter could carry on your legacy when you decide to hang it up with YouTube, that she could pick things up, have her own channel, and just be like good old mom and dad, you know? Or maybe even like angry grandpa, though. But I digress. But yeah, it would make my day if I heard from Mike or my other favorite YouTubers that I like to watch, like Mike the Cop. Who else am I subscribed to? Really, I think that's basically who I watch the most. Let's see. I like some of the eastsideof.com news videos. Started watching them a couple months back. I like Nate Eaton. He's a very, very good reporter. But those videos for me kind of gets me a little tour of Idaho. Because Idaho is one of 26 states that I have never been to. I've been to 24, which is exactly half of the continental 48 states. Never been to Alaska, never been to Hawaii. Been to Washington, been to California, been to Arizona, been to New Mexico, Colorado, Texas. I'm not going to name them all, but that's just to give you some. But I've been to Washington, but never been to Oregon. And that's the only state on the West Coast in the continental 48 states that I have never been to. So, that's a dream of mine, really. A dream of mine to get a chance to visit all 50 states before I'm gone. I've always had that as a lifelong dream. And that would be awesome if I can say I've been to all 50. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Because some places are more expensive than others. Now, been to DC, never been outside the United States, but I always joke about that and say, you know, unless you count swimming in the ocean, which I have, but I think you gotta go out so far before you're considered legally outside of the country. So, I have lived in several different states, mostly Maryland. I lived there from 70, I'm not going to reveal my age there, from basically from the 70s up until 2017. And then I lived for 1 year in Florida. I did have a partial residence in Washington State. And then now here I am in the state of Ohio. When I was a kid, it was a dream of mine to live in either Arizona or California. Those are my dreams. So anyhow, this video I just wanted to address my demeanor when the way I had lost some train of thought is because I was drowsy and I had taken my medication a little while earlier in that point. So I think tonight I'm a little bit more sober. Although at times I'm still trying to think of what I want to say. But anyway, if you guys have any encouragement to help me get my channel up and running instead of me just making random videos on random topics, then maybe to kind of spice up this channel a little bit. There's something else I did want to discuss, but for legal reasons I can't until I get this particular issue resolved. But I can tell you that it's not a criminal matter. It's more of a civil matter, but I can't discuss what it is right now until this issue gets resolved. So with that, you guys have a good rest of the night. I hope your Saturday night is going well. Whoever your favorite driver is, I'm sure you're rooting hard for them. I have four favorite drivers. They all drive for Rick Hendrick. You know, I've been a fan of Hendrick since 1996 when I first started watching NASCAR. And the very first race that I ever watched happened at this very same track that they're watching, or that they're racing at tonight, which is Richmond. March 3rd, 1996. The Pontiac Excitement 400. That was on ESPN. And the winner of that race, well, his number's in my YouTube handle. We have number 24, Jeff Gordon. So he won at Richmond once during the day, and then he won once again during the night. I believe Dale Earnhardt finished second in that race. Of course, I think it will be the last time Jeff Gordon won a race while Dale Earnhardt was still alive. Because Jeff Gordon never won again after that until Las Vegas in 2001. But I like Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, William Byron, and Alex Bowman. But if those drivers can't win, then I root for pretty much anybody who drives a Chevy. So, but there's a little bit something about me that you know, what my interests are. So we'll just go with that. Have a great evening, guys. Talk to you later.